Hi everybody, it's Celine from I'm Handmade, and I'm just making another soap. This one is going to be called Asian Pear and Lily. So this is all my oils and butters. You can see it's beginning to set up, it's kind of cloudy. Just need to put gloves on, and I've just realised I don't have any gloves. Gosh. Okay, that's going to be a pain. Anyway, we'll have to do without. I ran out of my best pair last night, which is not good. Okay, so let's move this out of the way so you see what I'm doing. So here is all my milks and clay mix, everything mixed up. And I have goat's milk, yogurt powder, what else? Goat's milk, yogurt powder, coconut milk, buttermilk, clay, white clay, colloidal oatmeal, and the new one I have gives a slightly speckled effect, which I don't know if that's going to show that strongly on a finished soap, but sure, we'll see. Okay, basically this is just all mixed into the waters, and I'm going to just give it a final dredge. Just basically gets any lumps out. Gives a nice texture. It's like a pouring cream sort of texture. So all that will go in here. Hopefully you'll be able to see how thick that was. It's actually probably slightly thicker than pouring cream. That's not surprising because it's that. When I make my, when I prep all my oils and everything, and I leave them to cool, I leave these to all sit in the water and soak up and re-energise and rehydrate. So. One tiny lump there on the stick that's annoying me. So, that's just mixing it into the oils. There's nothing more than that. I'll come back in 2 seconds. So I have my handy dandy cloth. I just want to damp that. I like to have it at the ready. Okay, so I'm going to mix my lye in. Jeez, I was going to separate it out there. Just pouring the lye in nice and slowly. Nice and easy. Rinse out this jug. Wipe out. Okay, get ready. So, just pounce your stick blender, get any bubbles out, and go for it. Now I'm only making one batch today because I actually only have a lye enough for one batch, which is a bit of a pain because I feel like I'm kind of on a roll. But hey ho, needs must and all that. I'm going to get Malky to go to a store. It's about 10 miles from us, and it stocks all sorts of aromatherapy stuff and some soaping stuff. It does do fragrance oils, but I'm not that keen on them, to be honest. They're very sort of one note things, but they do caustic soda in 25 kilo batches, so I'm going to get 25 kilos. Now I'm going to do pink and lime and then white. But I don't want as much white as I do pink and lime. I know what I'm going to do. Tall jug from I used yesterday. I'm going to put the white in the smallest jug. Just remember not to use my fingers. No gloves. I would advise you to use gloves. I just completely lost as to where mine are. I do have a box somewhere. So this goes up to 2 litres, as does that. Okay, so how about we pour 1 litre each and then see where we go. Try and get them as evenly weighed out as possible. Except I can't see 1 litre on one. 1 litre. Ugh, measurements on jugs you can't see. Annoying. Oh, a little bit more to go. That's it, so I have a bit left to divide between the two. And whatever else I can scrape out. So this fragrance, Asian Pear Lily, is absolutely divine. Very summery, fruity, floral, good mixture both, not particularly overpowering on either note. Really good. And I don't know why I haven't remade it since now, because I've had other people ask me for it. I keep saying yes I will, yes I will. I guess because they asked me in the winter time and it strikes me as not being a winter scent, but at the same time if people want to buy it, kind of makes sense to sell it if they want to buy it. Okay. Okay. So I just fill up my bucket with hot water so it makes cleaning up that bit easier. So, get this on camera. So I've mixed up my white previously. I find the water dispersible titanium dioxide the easiest to use. just melts into the water, no bother. And I don't really worry too much about the extra water in that. It doesn't make a huge difference. Okay, so that's my white. I'm going to make this one my lime. Now lime can be another difficult colour to achieve, because depending on your yellow, you really don't need much green. So I'm actually going to put the smallest dab of green in here. Mostly it's going to be yellow. Literally just probably a tiny bit more than that, but not much more. It's literally like the top of a teaspoon. I might go pink then, I guess. Which is lovely bright pink. I really love this pink. Again, air on the side of caution. I can't speak today. And put in less at the beginning. Bounce your cylinder. Doesn't mean you won't get bubbles, but and I mix the fragrance oil in, it'll knock those out. I really do need to get myself some bigger jugs. These are just not doing it for me. They were great in smaller quantities, but they're not rocking my boat. Okay, now lime. Let's go for it. Okay, it's definitely more yellow than I want. So, another titch of green. Still to yellow. Okay, we're getting there, but not quite. Okay, so lots more than I thought. Wow. I'm only adding a small amount of time here, so overpowering. Well, I think that's probably good. Asian pears are a blend of pear and apple, and they look like kind of golden lime colour, so I don't want it too like a lime. That makes sense. So all my colours. Blender everything. Okay, bring all the colours over here. And spatula. I think that's all I need. So I need you. Come with me. Make sure you're looking at the right place. Okay, I hope you're not too crooked. There, I think so. So move this out of the way. Move these in. Yeah, okay. So, I washed all my stuff last night, and so I still have it here, which was handy for the morning. Oh, divine. Evenly between your amounts. I know I have the correct amount in that. Okay, white first. Best not get it straight into pink, do you think? Everything will be pink after that. So yeah, this is a real cheery, sort of happy fragrance soap. It's really nice. Oh, it's such a good fragrance. I think Pear is a very pretty fragrance, very fresh, but this is more than just Pear. There's way more notes to it than that. Again, if you ask me for the description right now, I would fail miserably. I am sadly getting to the age where I need to write everything down. Okay, that's nicely mixed in. Just bounce off the excess. Move it in here. And watch my fingers. Now because this jug is so sort of long and deep, I kind of have to scoop it up from the bottom to make sure this fragrance is mixed in the whole way. I do find though that mixing the fragrance in after you've stick blended, because I always used to do it before, definitely kills a lot of the bubbles. And I was having problems with bubbles before for sure. So that's definitely done. And just bounce it off the side to get rid of as much of the excess as you can. I picked these blenders, these whisks up for like €2. They're so cheap. And I did forget my cloth. That's what I did forget over there. Okay, move that to one side, and then the pink. Isn't that just a glorious pink? Again, reaching up from the bottom and mixing it in. This is the jug I want more of, or even bigger, maybe a 3 litre. Plastic jugs would be so good. But I have to get them locally because, you know, if you're paying for shipping for jugs, it's just crazy. That's just madness. Move you slightly across a bit more. Careful you don't fall off the side of the countertop. Otherwise I'm sort of leaning in. Just hurt my back. So that's it. clean spatulas. So I did the pink on the bottom before, and I think that was the nicest. I did the green on the bottom another time, and people didn't seem to like that as much for some reason. So half this pink. In one and half the other. And scrape any excess now. See how fluid that's staying? It's nice. It's a little bit thick, but that's okay. Good for the hanger swirl. Any excess in there I'll just leave for the top. I didn't tell you I was going to do hanger swirl, but I'm going to do a hanger swirl. Seem to be mad back into them now. I think soapers go through trends of techniques they like. And do them, and then sort of find something else and do that, and you keep kind of going back to things you enjoyed making, and you kind of forget, oh, I really enjoyed making that technique, or, and then it gets all very advanced and you think, oh, I want to make a simple soap, so you go back to making simple soaps, and then you make a more difficult one and you go, oh, I've forgotten how much I enjoyed that. So that's why I'll always find different techniques on my soaps, because I just enjoy soaping with them, and I get a thrill out of doing it. So just making sure that this isn't breaking the edge of the top of the pink. And I basically want to use up 90% of the white on this layer. It's not half the jug. And I really only eyeball it, I don't do it by weights. I know some people weigh this out, but not me. Not this bit anyway. You have to be accurate when you're weighing out your ingredients, obviously, because soaping is like baking. If you have to get the right amount of ingredients to react together in a particular way, and if you have too much of one or too much of another, they might react, but not necessarily as you would want. They mightn't react as fully as you might want, or they mightn't react at all, and you end up wasting a lot of stuff, a lot of goodness, a lot of ingredients and time and energy, and that's not good. I'll leave a little bit for the top. Okay, bang this down. And as I said before, banging the soap down helps level it off. Now what I'm doing here is just taking any drips that are at the side of the soap, side of the mould, because I want it as fairly clean a line here for the next colour. Again, it's handmade, it ain't going to be perfect, it's not going to be factory made or anything, I'm not a robot, I can only do what I can do. Oh look, I've got the lime colour for the lime colour soap. These big spatulas are great. I got these from China or something on eBay. Free shipping. And they're really good. Okay, so my last layer. Again, just being careful to not break through. I mean, it's not a big deal if you do, because this is all going to be hanger swirled anyway. But for now, Yeah. Really thick on me. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it all on your view. I noticed the last video I did was slightly off to one side all the time, which is really irritating when other people do that, I find. So apologies. I do hope to get a sort of a soaping kitchen going. We have a spare room, but we don't have any exit from our house to the front except through this room, because it's part of a converted garage, which was converted years ago. So in order to get from front to back, if you need to do anything big with the garden, you have to come through this room, which is a bit of a pain. That's the way it is, but we are going to get the garden done. So, no soaping room until the garden gets done. Yeah. Just plump that in there right on top of the soap. Good on you, Celine. So, when the garden gets done, which is this summer, one hopes, then hopefully the soaping room should begin, and then hopefully I can do some sort of static cam thing where I can have you looking down from above if Stitch is not around, which could be really a nice way. I like that way of videoing, but you do have to sort of have permanent setup for it. Just knocking that down. Making sure everything is sort of in its layers, and then I will use my handy dandy hanger. So, can you see? So down, cross slightly, and up, down, cross slightly, and up, down, cross slightly, and up, and down, cross slightly, and up. Scrape any excess off. Oh, that looks like ice cream colours, huh? Pistachio and raspberry or strawberry or something. Just take any excess off as much as you can. Move that out of the way. Do the next one. So hold tight to the edge of your mould and down. And then just move a very small amount across and then bring it up. So you're coming up with a different line. And then slightly across and down, up. So it's like an S-shaped figure really, if you can imagine. And sometimes I go back on myself and sometimes I don't. And there is no rhyme or reason to it, except how I feel that day. Nothing more and nothing less. And I think if people do have problems with hanger swirls, it is probably related to the texture of your soap. So look at, I mean, it depends. Some oils now, I probably couldn't do this myself if I used rice bran oil in my mix, in my blend, because that tends to speed trace for me, not for everybody. Right, get this out of the way. I wiped down my worktop beforehand. Now, tidy that up a little bit. Okay. So, now you bang the hell out of it again. And if you counted, that was 20, which seems to be sticking in my head. I said yesterday I was kind of a bit OCD about numbers. 20 seems to be the number for this. Okay, so little bits on the top. I love that green and pink together. That is just pure summer. And I love this pink with orange as well. That is a pretty combo too. Now after this I have to go and get orders done and out the door. Fortunately Titchy is back. She's out with Malky at the moment. But she's going to help me. Even if she doesn't know it herself. Ha. Now, so my pink. And I have a little bit of white left. Not much. Now, okay, everything for the wash, and I will clean around the worktop. Okay. A couple of handy dandy teaspoons. Now see, I'm doing it again. I move you that away, down a bit. How about that? Oh, zoom you in. How about that? Okay. So, just texture the top whatever way you wish. Don't even have to text to the top. Could let it all, I don't know, do something else. Whatever you're into. Some people don't like the glitter and the texture tops and the fancy schmancy, but I do. Okay. More outside of the mold than inside it. Now there is one bit of soaping I really don't like, and that's the washing up. However, with no little titchy here, I can't do my little doe eye impression. Ask her to do the soaping or the washing for me. I don't think she'd do the soaping for me. She's terrified of the noise the stick blender makes. Makes her jump every single time. That's it. I better stop before I mix it up too much and look it up. Okay, and then we have our handy dandy glitter fest. And that is it. Just clean up the edges. Not for any other reason than just it looks neater. And that's it. 2 loaves of Asian pear and lily. Now, I hope you really like them. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I do apologise for not having more making videos. I will remedy that. I do have a bunch of fragrance oils coming, new ones and repeat ones. And I seem to be getting a lot of orders for, do you remember you did that thing? I really loved it. And whilst I won't just repeat something for the sake of repeating it, but pretty much everybody said, okay, I'll buy 10 bars if you make it, so okay, I'll make it then. Anyway, so Asian pear and lily, this should be ready by the 14th of April, pure, fully cured, and it will be available for pre-order, I don't know, probably next week or something. Alright, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you, and in the meantime, I will say, bye-ya. Now, how do you turn this off? Where's Titchy when you need her?